I felt very listened to, but then I must admit, I think there are times when Sophie might have felt attacked is too strong a word, but there's sort of the focus on Johnny's safety, which is absolutely right. I started, or Sophie started to feel, or might have started to feel a bit guilty and a little bit, which then made her, or would maybe make her feel a bit, maybe a bit defensive about the situation. And I don't know how you go about that in a different way, but I think there that because obviously Johnny's safety is paramount. But yeah, in that moment, I think there was a, a line of questioning that might have felt a little bit, yeah, a bit hard, possibly.
Sometimes when you're asking this question and having this hard conversation, you might be appearing a bit judgmental. So you don't want to show that, because that's going to affect the relationship that you develop with your patient. And remember, it need to be person-centered. You don't want to make a statement that's going to put the blame on the mom for not being responsible here, because she is a victim in this, and you want to empower her and support her. It's really difficult situation, and it's very difficult to manage it within 12 minutes. But I think it's good that you arrange a follow-up. And in the beginning, when you're going to go about the giving the numbers and stuff, where you're doing that, I think it's probably worth to consider referral first to the domestic violence service. And if the patient refuses that, then you could consider about signposting the numbers. Other thing that are very important to consider here is about whether it's safe for the patient to discuss whether there's anybody else in the environment, because that could be an issue as well. This is a case where you might want to offer an appointment to see the patient face to face. I mean, you can see the patient was crying, and it was quite difficult. And sometimes having the person face to face is going to change the way that the consultation goes, and it might be more effective. Especially if you're having to persuade the patient to tell you things. The safeguarding here is really important to consider about how you go about that. And I think the approach that you've taken is quite sensible in terms of discussing with a partner who's a safeguarding lead. It's important that the patient doesn't feel like you're doing things against her. You should be more as in you're in it same team as a patient and trying to find a solution to this problem. There were times when you're asking question, it was like the patient saying like they don't know what to do. And you don't want to make the patient feel even worse. You want the patient to, when they come to you, they feel that that's the right decision they've done because the doctor is supportive, is helping me. Whereas if you're trying to do things that's going to make her feel more guilty, or that's not going to be a good way of actually for them to come back to you. If you found this video useful, you might want to watch the next video here, in which I go much more detail how to prepare for the SCA. Click the video here to watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.